Good afternoon. Here is the national news from EGI TV, Babaga Gede Imo TV. I am your faithfully, Mo Rebi Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. Lagos Araigns women who distributed petrol as souvenirs. God not happy with Nigeria's situation, Araigns. Nigeria's external debt service rises 37% to $2.1 billion. 14-year-old school dropout resort to begging for arms in Ogun. Confront terrorists, bandits to save your image, Shehu Sani tells Sharia police. Investigate attacks on Punch reporters, ICP task security agencies. Nnamdi Kanu ex-Imo Attorney General hired to fight IPOB prosecution, counsel. The news in detail. The woman who distributed jerrycans of petrol as souvenirs at a party held at Avila Event Center, Victoria Island, on March 4, 2022, has been arrested and arraigned. Lagos State Police Public Relations Officer Adekunle Adishibutu said the suspect, Oguluch Chidema Pierre, was arraigned on a 4-count charge of conduct likely to cause breach of peace, endangering life by distributing combustible matter in a public gathering, intend to do harm to another unlawfully, carrying on the business of storage and containerizing petrol products without permit. Ogulu was arraigned yesterday, 14th March 2022, at the Special Offences Mobile Court of Lagos State in the Ikeja Magisterial District, holding at Oshodi. The Commissioner of Police reiterates the command's commitment to protecting life and property and further warn citizens against acts capable of endangering human lives. Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Gani Adams, yesterday expressed worry that God is not happy with the present situation in Nigeria, insisting that the 21-day program slated for the Eledumare Festival was to honor and appease God. Adams disclosed these at the briefing in Ikeja, Lagos, while unveiling the program for the death celebration of the 2022 edition of the Eledumare Festival in Lagos. The Yoruba Generalissimo, who is also the chief promoter of Olokun Festival Foundation, OFF, said, "We can hardly make meaningful progress with the present situation of the country. Things are going the wrong way on a daily basis, and those that are in the best position to help salvage the nation from imminent collapse have lost touch with the people at the grassroots." In his remarks, the director of the event, Ambassador Muyiwa Oshinaike, while giving insight into the various events slated for the festival, said, "God has been so wonderful to us as an organization. Olokun Festival Foundation, under our amiable leader and father, Gani Adams, has chosen to celebrate the highest God, Eledumare, most especially with various activities held at different locations ceaselessly for 21 days. If OFF can always celebrate our deities through other festivals, why not celebrate God, who is the creator of both heaven and earth, most especially? So the festival will go on for 3 weeks, specifically 21 days, as our little way to honor and appease the highest God." Nigeria spent $2.12 billion to service external debt in 2021, representing 37% increase from $1.56 billion spent in 2020. Data from Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, however, shows a 58% decline in debt service payments in the second half of the year to $824.41 million from $1.3 billion in the first half of the year. But the $824.41 million external debt service payment in half year 2021 represents a 3.4% year-on-year YOY increase from $977.48 million spent in the corresponding period of 2020. Similarly, the $1.3 billion spent on external debt service in half year in 2021 represents 72% YOY increase from $755.38 million spent in half year of 2020. Further analysis shows that the highest external debt service payment was recorded in fourth quarter of the year, when debt service payment rose YOY by 114% to $1.003 billion from 468.34 million US dollar in half quarter of 2020. A 14-year-old secondary school dropout, Sarah Oladenge, on Monday said it resorted to begging for alms as a result of a favorable state of the country's economy. Oladenge was seen wandering about at Pansheke area of Abeokuta, the state capital, when Platform Times approached her. She told correspondent that she had no destination as she usually wandered about the area begging for alms from good Samaritans who are willing to assist her. She narrated that she had been begging for a while now as she is responsible for her well-being and that of her ailing mother. She noted she had to cater for her mother, who she said couldn't move about due to leg injuries. She said, "I have no destination. I move about this area every day to beg for alms from good Samaritans who are willing to assist me. I've been begging for a while because I have to feed myself and my ailing mother. My mother sustained leg injury some time ago, and that was what brought me to Abeokuta from Lagos State." She told Platform Times that she lived in Lagos State with her sister before she came to join her mother in Ogun State. She recalled that she was in Primary 5 in Lagos but was admitted into Primary 1 when she was enrolled in St. Andrew Primary School in Abeokuta. However, she said she had to truncate her education process when she was in Junior Secondary School 3, noting that her mother couldn't footbill off her tuition as the economy gets harder. She said to battle the hardship, she had resorted to begging alms around Kasheke artists, which had become her daily routine. So I resorted to begging for alms around Kasheke artists, and I've been doing this every day since I dropped out of school this year, 2022. The Sharia police in Kano and other states, otherwise called ISBA, are being called upon to rise against insecurity by ideologically confronting kidnappers, bandits, and terrorists in the region who are abusing the image of Islam and Muslims by their acts. The call was made by the popular human rights activist and politician Shehu Sani in Kano on Monday when he paid a familiarization visit to the Kano State ISBA. Shehu Sani argued that it is the duty of ISBA to protect the image of Islam and Muslims in the region being abused by the bandits and terrorists who are killing innocent people in the name of religion. The message I have given them is that the most important and sensitive issue today is, as a country, is the problem of banditry and terrorism, and as the religious police, they have a duty to unite and see how they can combat banditry and terrorism in Nigeria. Terrorists have been destroying the image of Islam and using the name of Islam to destroy the image of Muslims. There is a need for ISBA to organize themselves and ideologically confront terrorists and bandits. This is very important. The need for them to mobilize people to rise against banditry and terrorism in the north part of Nigeria is also very important. On what the ISBA told him during the visit, he explained that he was there for the visit to clarify complaints he received about the activities of ISBA. First of all, I'm happy to hear that they have no prohibited those who decide to keep Afro hairstyle like me. That one has been cleared because I'm here to defend the right of people to keep their hair. Lastly, they told me about the types of movies which they allow or disallow as a way of preserving public morality. At least these are some of the things they talked to me about, he stated. And to another story still on the national news, the International Press Center on Tuesday urged security agencies to thoroughly investigate the attack and abduction of two Abuja-based journalists of Punch newspapers, Solomon Odeni and Amarachi or Gildo, within 24 hours. The Punch report that while Odeni was robbed around 2 a.m. on Saturday in his Lube residence of Abuja, or Gilde was picked up by kidnappers in Chika, Lube, around 12 p.m. on Sunday. Reacting to the development in the statement, IPC Executive Director Mr. Larry Arogundade raised concerns over the state of insecurity in the country, describing the menace as extremely worrisome. The statement signed by the IPC Communications Officer Olutoyin Ayoade read, in a country where press freedom is under attack, journalists and media workers now face additional threat of kidnappings and robbery attacks. Security operatives and relevant authorities must thoroughly investigate the criminal attacks and prosecute the perpetrators for their crimes as a step to reducing the worsening state of insecurity in Nigeria, while concerted efforts should be taken to ensure that the stolen belongings are returned. IPC therefore appeals for security operatives to escalate investigation into these crimes. And the last story for the national news, the legal team of the leader of Indigenous people of Biafra has clarified that a former Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Imo State, Chukwuma Machuku Ume San, will join the team challenging the proscription of IPOB in courts. According to the leader of the legal team, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Mike Ozekume remains the only senior advocate of Nigeria in the defense team against treason charges before Justice Binta Inyako of the Federal High Court in Abuja. Ejiofor's explanation was contained in a statement titled Clarification of Information on the Legal Team of Onyedumazi Nnamdi Kanu, Re-inclusion of Chief Chukwuma Machuku Umesan, released Monday night. Firstly, I say straight away that the information in actual fact is misinformation. No son, apart from Chief Mike Ozekume San, is in the legal team defending Onyedu in the aforesaid pending criminal matter. Secondly, Chief Chukwuma Machuku Umesan, on instruction of Onyedu, was introduced into the already existing IPOB legal team, ably headed by my good self, to prosecute the pending appeal challenging the proscription of IPOB. The third appeal is pending at the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. This appeal and the 15-count amended charge pending at the Federal High Court, Abuja, are entirely two different cases. Totally, any instruction to engage any lawyer whatsoever to join in the legal team representing either Onyedu or IPOB in cases pending in court must come from Onyedu himself and not from any other person whatsoever. That was the national news from BGI TV. We thank you for always being there. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Babagede Ibon TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell and select option all to receive our updates. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawoye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page and for you to access our updates. On Instagram, the handle is Bagede Imo _22. And more of the headlines once again before we call it a wrap. Lagos Araigns women who distributed petrol as souvenirs. God not happy with Nigeria's situation, Gani Adams. Nigeria's external debt service rises 37% to $2.1 billion US. 14-year-old school dropout resort to begging for arms in Ogun. Confirmed terrorists, bandits to save your image, Shehu Sani tells police, Sharia police. Investigate attacks on Punch reporters, ICP, tax security agencies. In Nnamdi Kanu, ex-Imo Attorney General hired to fight IPOB prescription council for advert placement of goods and services and coverage of events and function, both outdoors. The phone number streaming on your screen is the number to dial. Keep awaiting the celebration birthday of Babagede Imo himself. Thank you for watching. I am Moriri Rebila Lawal.